extra buffs. So started power leveling someone on Thursday. They were 103, just hit 119 a little bit ago. It's not fast, but it's safe. It works. Crazy 22k HP on 66 on a bard. My 72 SK is 12. A little bit of an advantage here for me is my druid buffs factious. A good chunk of like the extra bonus here is like the druid buffs. Definitely not just the gear. Ooh, someone's selling a EM31 earring for 21 million. Look at that. A two-hander that's 30 ratio. Base damage 1114. Tell me that's not just absolutely broken. And soon to be not even the best. Give it a couple years and that's just going to be a regular one-hander. Yeah, I figured Plane of Fire was going to be the way to go for leveling for now. Thankfully, I'm like the only one here. Oh, this port here, dude. It's one of the macro questers I've seen just spawn on top of the Doomfire. Do you think it would be better for me to use a Journeyman tank with Apprentice DPS or an Apprentice tank with Journeyman DPS? Journeyman tank. 100% tank all the way. Apprentice DPS because the Apprentice DPS isn't too much worse than regular Journeyman DPS, I found, but a Journeyman tank is substantially better than an Apprentice tank. Not just by like HP that they have, but armor class and all the other stats and their ability to not abandon. Yeah, Journeyman tanks are OP. They don't really start taking a major hit until like mid 70s. And even still, there's gear that you can buy that helps along the way. I want to say tank like mercenaries like at their peak are like level 105 with all the armor and gear that you can put on them, and then they just go downhill from there. The only ones I found that are like useful at all times are healers. The tanks are just garbage in higher levels, sadly. Got some pretty good DPS here. I should take out the SK Merc. He's only got like 230 AAs. You know, if you're talking about that Overseer stuff, Pixel, you can always... one of the rewards you can pick for Overseer buffs, or Overseer rewards, I think, is Mercenary AAs. Because now, I want to say, now that the expansion is coming out for Lorien's Song, Mercenaries have up to like 2,200 AAs, give or take. Which, you know, anything helps. Have his oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, unfortunately, mercenaries really do drop off. I was really hoping that that was one thing that they were going to overhaul for the new expansion. Beast is getting close to max AA, hell yeah. Because there really needs to be like a mercenary either overhaul, or they need to just start allowing people to use two mercenaries at the same time to help with the boxing issues. Could you imagine if you could use like a healing mercenary and a tank mercenary? And honestly, they need to remove the penalty of using a mercenary when it comes to EXP. They just need to give you a bonus, just like players. Your own little box group, yeah. If they want to combat third-party programs and stuff like that, they're going to have to make the game more Molo friendly. Because I think that's a better chance of them doing that than having them overhaul the game in general and just make it easy like WoW. If they just did like a giant stat squish. Yeah, I got you, Pixel. So far, I think I've got everything figured out, so I've been having fun with it on the side, obviously not streaming. I love how I can use my AA that doesn't, like, interfere with my songs as well. Bards are a lot of fun. I really need to start playing with them in higher levels. Turn as you go. Yep. We gotta be a gnome for a little bit. Nothing like being a speedy boy. Ah, I fucking love this game when I finally just get to chill out and relax. When does the EXP end, I wonder? Feast of Giving. Oh, it ends tonight. Okay, shit. It's, well, I mean, there's a couple of different things. There's an AA, I think, that does it. And there's also one of the basic spells that does it. Yeah, there's like a really low level spell, and I think there's a higher level version of it that increases like mana regeneration too. If we can just get this guy to his 70s, he can get dual wield, or he can get double attack and triple attack. We even got some weapons waiting for him at 75. Well, I haven't heard anything else about the trade skill depot stuff. I guess I haven't checked the forums yet today to see if there's any update on it, but I'm just gonna assume that the whole thing is behind us now. Even though the obviously repercussions of it are far from gone. Oh. Whoopsie. Got people hitting me up for power level services, just talking about it on stream. Of course, I'm not charging. I don't mind undermining the Chinese bots. Hell yeah. It cracks me up, man, because, like, it is so prevalent on servers like Oakwind, all the newest TLPs where all the hype is. It is so prevalent. It's funny, just because, like, hopping in trying to look for a group, you're like, LFG, and then, like, behind your LFG message is just a flood of, like, 3 or 4 different people saying, AoE power level services, AoE power level services. Like, oh, you know, the game has devolved into standing in a corner and getting power leveled. Which is okay. I'm not, like, anti-power leveling, because I've done it myself a time or two. But, like, at what point are you actually going to play the class and have fun with it? That's just me. We're really still not getting bad EXP here. What? Oh. Random text messaging. Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked. So I like the apartment that I just moved out of, I was there for 8 years. 8 fucking years. And I cleaned it, I scrubbed it, I did so much to it. And I was like, nah, dude, there's just no way I'm gonna get my deposit back. I got my deposit back. I kept the apartment so clean that I actually got my deposit back after being there for 8 years. Like, someone could have picked up my jaw off the floor. I was so shocked. Most places I feel like are known for trying to just take your security deposit. Nope. 250 unexpected bucks. They can't hold for stuff like paint. That's true. Like, me and my roommate are like fairly clean people. I mean, aside from the fact that we're both gamers, take that as you will. But like, we didn't throw parties. We didn't like destroy stuff. He would have to paint the apartment after he moved out anyways. Yeah, and like replacing carpet and stuff like that. Like, that's all just stuff that they do for every apartment anyways, I think. But no. Surprise, surprise. Yep. I just honestly expected them to just find some way to be like, no, no security deposit. Because I don't think I was streaming at the time. More money to blow on EverQuest, exactly. I don't think I was streaming at the time, but at one point my apartment flooded, and I'm on the 3rd floor. It flooded because the apartment above us, when they moved in, they didn't hook up their washer and dryer correctly. So when they turned on the washer, they left. So the washer was just flooding. Like, there was water coming out from behind my, like, the electrical box and everything, just water pouring out of cracks. And I was like, well, there goes our deposit. Nope. Still got it. Thankfully, we got video recordings of it, so it's not like us. They can't blame us for it. But I just remember calling the emergency maintenance guy, and I was like, there's water coming out of my walls. The dude probably thought I was fucking stoned. He's like, all right, this guy's a fucking crackhead. And I was like, no, there's water coming out of my walls. And he came in and saw it, and there was like literally water pouring out of like the electrical outlet. I'm so lucky that like nothing happened to my computer. I guess we're beating repops. Little mercenaries, keeping up. We are doing really good damage for 66 Bard, that's for sure. So Pixel, the question is, do I want to spend that 250 bucks on Chrono, or do I want to spend that 250 bucks on uh like a friends and family edition of Lorien's Song? Get a whole bunch of cool tradables and cool mount buffs. I'm kind of thinking about doing another Lorien's Song for one of my accounts because you get like the two mounts and then you get the two tradable mounts and then you get the illusion and you get a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm excited because I really think I'm going to end up uh, having a good time with Lorien's Song since I actually have a mage. Damn, I really need to get the mage better gear because the expansion drops on the 5th. You guys can see me suffer as I try to figure out like new content. And of course, Pixel, it'd be really cool to group up with you as well. Assuming you're not Body McBot. I don't want to get you in trouble. Did we already... We're losing buffs or something over here. I feel like our illusion should already be lasting longer than it is. "37 minutes? That seems really... When do they get Master of Disguise? Persistent casting. I could have sworn they got an ability like rogues do with maintaining their illusion. Master of Disguise. Oh, it's just a normal now. I guess it's general for everybody. So it's 67, we get that. Aha, one more level. Oh. Hey, what's up, Fluffy? Good evening. Happy Monday indeed. Ooh, someone's doing a quest. The orcs are rampaging through the lands. Help strike them down and collect a bounty from the Ardent Tower. Oh, the Ardent Tower. There's always like a group of role players that are doing stuff to like try to get the server involved. How you doing, Fluffy? Stop casting. Damn it, there we go. Claps for an attempt to roleplay on the roleplay server. Nice. Look, people are actually like a role player helping the new player experience. See, people are actually giving him compliments. Either that or I'm just completely numb to sarcasm. Sounds like a trap. Oh, there's always one person. I wish they still did like GM events and stuff like that. GM events would make this So much better. What's up, medic? My bot was like, ooh, we got a potty mouth. I'm gonna have to mess with my bot. Because stuff like fucker should not be, like, muted at all. This is a mature stream. How's it going, medic? What are you up to, buddy? Don't potty in my mouth, not my kink. Eh. There's always worse. Always worse. Just finished making dinner? Hell yeah. You know what my dinner was tonight? The dinner of a man on a diet. Protein shake. And a Pop-Tart. The diet of champions. I'll not be taking questions at this time, thank you. Stop healing. Better stuffed burgers with the red onion jam, beer pickles, and a garlic aioli, plus homemade potato chips. What the fuck, medic? Dude, what's the address? I'm coming over. I want a cheddar stuffed burger, and beer pickles, and homemade potato chips. The only thing I do that makes me feel like a chef is like I'll cook like packaged ramen and put an egg on it. Put my little chef hat on. Chef. Oui. That sounds good as fuck, dude. I'm jealous. I'm so excited though, guys. The countdown begins. Like 3 weeks, give or take. And I get to go on a week and a half long vacation. And it's gonna be almost entirely EverQuest. Like the longest time that I've ever taken off work since I started working. In the middle of Christmas and New Year's, it's gonna be glorious. I'm gonna have to rebuff here in a second. Tons of time to level the alts and grind some AAs. EverQuest and bitches, right? Yep. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be perfect, because like I said, the expansion's gonna be out then, too, so I might be streaming a lot of the new content. But I might also just try the new content and absolutely hate it. And just proceed to do, like, 24/7 streams of Fear and a V. I was kind of thinking about trying to do my first 24-hour stream when I'm on vacation. Start one day at like 4 o'clock in the morning and just stream all day. Oh my god. My bot is so upset with you right now, medic. It's me, I'm bitches, yep. My bot is like, this fucking potty mouth over here. It's me, I'm bitches. 24-hour gameplay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Fluffy. Like, one of the first things I'm gonna do on my vacation is go do my like yearly glasses check so I can get some new glasses. I'm definitely getting older because it's getting harder to see. So get like fresh glasses, and then I'm thinking like a 24-hour stream. Honestly, I'm so hyped for it. I think it'd be really cool. Do like a 24-hour stream-a-thon of EverQuest. See how many characters I can level from like 1 to 60 or something in the time frame. I will crash as much as I can and maybe enjoying the fun as well. Hell yeah. Like I said, and anytime I'm ever playing the game, like I've always said that if anybody ever wants to join, you're absolutely welcome to. I don't enjoy the exclusive solo play, it just happens to work out that way. My baby druid is 42 now. Nice. Very nice, medic. At about 20 levels today. Ooh. Where'd you level at? Especially when in Discord, yeah. It cracks me up. Like the group of guys that I've played with since like February or March, whenever we all finally manage to get together and we're grouped up and we're in Discord, it's a good time. Kill him! Kill him! I love this area. I spent so much time farming here. It was crazy because I want to say here during like regular Planes of Power or Gates of Discord, you get like 14% AA EXP a kill here. And you just have groups just mowing down these guys. You'd have like one group taking out the entire tower. It wasn't uncommon to get like 30 AAs in a good grind session. Oh, you know what? Forgot one of the most important buffs. 67, baby. Very nice. Our illusions now last longer than a... Ding! lived in Plane of Fire, and then Omens came out. My new solo spot was Noble's Causeway. Ooh, dude, there's a zone I haven't seen in a long time. Noble's Causeway. That was like one of the best places back in the day, and there were so many epic 2.0 enemies there. That sound is iconic, to be honest. Yeah. Would quad kite as a necro. Once I got the snare clicky, I could kite for hours. One of my favorite zones of all times. Dude, if I had to pick like a favorite zone that a lot of people probably would never really think of, like a favorite obscure, like non-rating zone for me, Dawn Shroud Peaks. Because the amount of time that I spent leveling there and quad kiting on my druid when I was farming the rock hoppers. Fucking Dawn Shroud. Yep, rock hoppers. And if you killed the boss in the back, it would whenever you killed the boss, if you killed the rock hopper boss, it would spawn the tribals, and if you killed the tribal boss, it would spawn the rock hoppers. It was like one of the most unique sections, like versatile zones, because it was based on what like players did. Yeah, it's like you go there through you go through like a Netherbian lair, and then you get to Dawn Shroud Peaks, and then it was Maiden's Eye, Umbral Plains, Akiva Ruins, stuff like that. But like the enemies in the zone and the tunnels back there depended on the last boss that was killed. If you went all the way to the back of the zone and the giant rock hopper spawned, if you killed it, boom. You just fucked everybody up. You're not getting rock hopper hides anymore. You're getting tribals. But I would quad kite in those tunnels all the time. Gotta get those flawless rock hopper hides. And then I would sell them because at the time people used them to make the... What was it called? The Acrylia stuff, I'm pretty sure. Hey, what's up, Time? How you doing? Happy Monday. Or Tuesday, I guess if you're in the front time zone. Oh, here, we need to pop Lesson. Lesson the Devoted. Oh, we're out of space. What can we get rid of here? We definitely don't need Voice of Foresight. Wow, 21 million for 115 gear and no one's jumped on it. You would think after the next expansion it would be almost worthless. Gear on servers like Therion V is entirely valued based off of the individual. There are so many different gear sets that would normally be what like might be useless to one person, but to another player it's invaluable. That's one reason I fucking love this server. Is like illusions. There might be something that's worth 5 chrono to one individual, but to the next person it's like, I wouldn't pay 50 platinum for that. Doesn't do me any good. Meanwhile, there's sets of gear at like level 100 that are selling for millions of platinum because people don't like to level up past level 100. Now we're back to getting pretty solid EXP here. Let's see here. I'd go upstairs, but I don't want to get attacked by one of the raid bosses if they happen to be up. I want to get beat up by a general rape arm. Merc, are you gonna do something? Merc, hello? Oh, there we go. You can take him, do it. It sounds like a really painful situation. That dude used to hit like a truck. Even for like planes of power and gates of discord standards. He hit way too hard. But that's all he did though. He had like no other abilities. He was like the ultimate tank and spank. Others, we're only just now getting respawns at the tables too. We're killing pretty quick. We cleared tables, 3 of the buildings, and the entire first and second floor before getting respawns. Bruising for a bruising. Oh. Our drawing for our chrono is tomorrow. I'll do that once I get home from work. Oh. Time for me to take off, heading to get my daughter from cheer practice. All right, Fluffy, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Thank you, sir. We'll be here for a couple hours. Gotta get to 70. Come on, kill it. There we go. Ah, that was 0%. Come on, give me a break. I like not having to pull. That's nice. $17 and we get to do it again. You know, I don't know that I've ever seen anyone use an ogre merc. You know, that's a good question. Are there even any ogre mercenaries you can use? I guess, to be fair, I didn't even realize there was a troll one that you could use until I was wandering around and I saw this one. Know what I mean? That was definitely a first for me. That's how I chose my wife. I was walking around and just saw that one. I want that one. Like the most country version possible, like you're shopping for lawnmowers or something. Just walking up and down the aisle someday and you were like, well, for legal purposes, that's a joke. Yeah, in case your wife like finds out that you said that. She like randomly sees the YouTube video that I upload for this afterwards and are recommended. And she just somehow knows. It was a joke, I promise. Did I? Oh, I was gonna say, I could have sworn there were some extras over here. Here we are. Okay, now we really might be running out, aside from buy tables. I don't think there were any repops over here yet. This guy right here. Note to self, Thorns is nice, but we run out of enemies if we use that. Sorry, so quiet watching W. Nice. Don't worry about it, Pixel. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I was 10 minutes into watching Zack Snyder's Justice League with my dinner Pixel whenever you talked about streaming, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess I could. Because I wasn't planning on it. I was like, do I just want a game? Or do I just want to sit back and watch a movie? All about putting the time in for growth. It's true. It's true. My thing is Pixel is like, part of me is torn. Part of me is like, yeah, I would love the growth and everything like that. But the other part of me doesn't want to try to make EverQuest a full-time thing. Because like part of my relationship with EverQuest has been so like, play it when it's fun, don't play it when it's not. And that's probably one reason I've played it consistently for so long, especially like the last 3 years. I don't like to force myself to do things when it's not fun, especially if it's supposed to be something that I consider to be a hobby. But like the Twitch algorithm is just so weird. Oh, we got stunned. Would the growth and everything be cool? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Who wouldn't want that? But like, yeah, is it worth it? If I was really looking for growth, I really should be playing games like Fortnite or Minecraft. You know what I mean? I hear it. I was having good success when I was playing GTA 5 and I played Fallout 76 and that brought in more. So flopping between the two was good for me. Yeah. My thing is I like a lot of big open sandbox games that kind of let me do whatever my version of the game would be. Like Final Fantasy 14. I loved Final Fantasy 14. It's really not a good game for viewership though, unless you've already kind of established your like a name for yourself in the community. And as good as like the community is in Final Fantasy 14, the viewership community in Final Fantasy 14 is kind of toxic. So it definitely depends. And as much as I love WoW, I don't think I would ever stream it. Went to a stream. I want to stream Bum Simulator. Wait, what is Bums and what? In Detroit Become Human? I've heard of that one, but what the hell is Bum Simulator? You are a bum and you live the bum life. Oh my god, Pixel. I mean, I don't know what I should have expected from that response, but that definitely was not it. Of all the responses, I don't know why I was surprised at that one. Okay, we're getting repops. Let's go. We've become social butterflies here. Yeah. I went into streaming wanting to make this something, it's more like a passion project as opposed to like a goal in mind. I was like, listen, I'm a fucking like special focused EverQuest gamer, and surely there's some other people out there that feel the same way about the video game. Turns out I was right. EverQuest has a very interesting viewership group. A lot of people who like to watch it but don't have the time to play it anymore. The glory of being a man with no kids. I just get to be the fun uncle. The other night, for example, I wanted to do a Discord stream. Got hauled off to our friend's house so our wives could do wife things, and me and my buddy watched the Clemson game. Yeah. What's funny about like my particular group of friends is like only a couple of guys recently got hitched, but for the most part, we've all been like not single, but we've all been not in a relationship for such a long time that thankfully we haven't really gone through that process. It's only been just recently that it's been like the group and then the wives taking over the group. Oh boy. We're 69. Here, let me actually mem some new songs. Good old 69 now. Here, we got some new songs to use. War March. Get us the even better spells. Nice. Okay. We're good. New high level spells. Let's go. See your sleep doc tomorrow? Ooh. Oh, you hoping for some good information from your sleep study? I failed to study 248 events in 4 hours. Holy shit. So they're gonna get you on a CPAP? They're gonna say, that sounds kind of like my dad, dude. And don't take it as a bad thing. Honestly, like my dad was like such a like a gruff man. He's like, I don't need medicine. I don't need this. But like when he got his CPAP machine, the night and day difference in his mood and how he felt, it's just insane, man. I'll study your sleep. Oh, heyo. You gonna Edward me here? Watch me while I sleep from my closet? Never went to RIM? Yeah, like shit, dude. No wonder. I'm telling you, man. Just like looking at my dad whenever he first got his CPAP. Like, is it annoying? And did it take him a while to find the right one? Like, there's like the ones that go over your nose, there's the ones that go over your mouth, and there's ones that go over both. And it took him a while to find like the right one that he can sleep in comfortably. But like, you'll just get such a solid night's sleep. Like, imagining having fun with EverQuest, but even more fun because you finally feel rested. You know what I mean, Vern? Can't wait. Hell yeah. Medic, you want to study my sleep for free? As long as you don't charge, it's okay. And I want good information. I want how many times I snored overnight. And if I talked in my sleep. That's all I need. Give me some good comedy. Sure, I'll sleep. Oh. I mean, fine, if as long as we talk about EverQuest. I mean, I'll watch you while you sleep. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Medical purposes only. It's medicinal, I promise. Fine, I like Gem Beam vanilla. Emphasis on dick. Oh, heyo. Walk up to someone and say to them, you smell different when you're awake. Watch the absolute fear they show. Oh my god, you smell different when you're awake? Holy shit. As long as I sparkle in the sunlight, I guess. God, that's a hilarious term. You smell different when you're awake. God, that would terrify me too. It would confuse me more than anything. It would be confusion followed by terror. Because like, hey, what is it? Oh. At this point, as long as it's someone that plays EverQuest, I'd be like, you know what? It's cool. Get a good computer and let's play EverQuest together. Let's go. You can sparkle in my... Oh my god. Good for the skin too. Exfoliation, rejuvenation. Oh my god. You look so much better covered in white stuff. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Uncle. Oh, shit. I'm out of reach of my campfire. I was like, why are my stats so low? That's why. My next request is to make campfires zone-wide. Don't just make it 1,000. Make it zone-wide. Where would you level at 73 with the box but severely under-geared? MPG? Miramite Proving Grounds? Or shit, dude, even here. Factious. This zone would be perfect for you. Oh, did Medic share a picture of the burger? Oh, here, let me see here. Let me check the food abyss real quick. Bruh. Medic, dude, you're killing me. Medic, if you give me food like that, then just you get what you want, buddy. These nuts have a low price of admission of good food. $5K if you make me one. I just want a friend, to be honest. Well, hello, friend. I like burgers. 5K AAs. Pixel's gone from dealing in Chrono to dealing in AAs. This is such a good spot. Necro Ranger, Wizard, Rogue, and Berserker are all level in AA max. Other tunes are level locked on purpose for people need help around those levels. This is exactly why alternate personas is about to fix so many of my problems. I cannot wait to have my current rogue be max level on every single fucking class. As a matter of fact, like on my vacation in December, since alternate personas is already going to be out, I think that's what I'm going to end up streaming. See how many classes I can get higher level. Waiting for the Destus level, probably just wait until the expansion drops before I offer the gnome services again. That's fair. With alternate personas, dude, I cannot fucking wait to level up some alternate classes on my rogue so I can go like do Tower of Frozen Shadow solo again. Because I already got all the keys for it. You're like, oh dude, look, I want to do a Necromancer now. Click. gonna be glorious. No more having to level additional classes just because, or additional characters. Been running my Necro through Hero's Journey step by step. Pretty interesting. Ooh. Is that something that's like predetermined and outlined, or something that you have to like customize the script for? Because honestly, dude, the reward you get at the end would be worth it. The Draken Cloak, Necro Major, just cheater classes, pet tank, nuke. Dude, medic, that's exactly why I have a 120 mage now with like the EM31 earring. Specifically so I can take my rogue through like the new expansion soon. I'm gonna buy another Friends and Family Edition of Lorian's Song, but for my Mage and Beast Lord account, and then use my Mage and my Rogue just to go through the content and just follow along one tab at a time. Ah, gotcha, Pixel. I'm super excited. Here, let's rebuff a little bit. Or I'm gonna have to run down here, actually. Let me go get my... Hello, Druid. Where's my mercenary? Blocked by persistence. Where did I get persistence? Let's go get haste. 14 minutes left on that. I'll try to stream it on Discord. One day I can display how MQ2 can keep running quest. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I just don't want you to get in trouble, man. I don't care. I just don't want you to get in trouble from someone else. I don't want someone to be like, I seen it. I saw him doing it. Even if they're just trolling. Ban me? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Lock to people on my Discord, that's fair. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Elemental? Can hide the character name. There you go. That's a good idea. Happy Monday. And Dang, how you doing? I hope I'm saying that right. Like, it's gonna be one of those things, like, I wonder if I've been pronouncing your name wrong the entire time. Dang. Want to thank you for all the gear you sent me. Hell yeah, Elemental. I'm glad it's helping. You got it right? Awesome. I'm glad it's working out, Elemental. What's nice, like I said, about all that gear is even if you're done using it on these characters, you can put it in the shared bank. Boom. It's ready for the next time you make an alt. That's why this server is so fucking good. Well, hello there, Hulk. Everyone's coming in now. Happy... I almost said happy Friday, and I would have really been really upset myself because it's not. Happy Monday. Ooh, we got a named. Would you look at that? Move some of it to my Bard. Little lower was great. Hell yeah. See, Bard is all kinds of fun. We're gonna get double attack pretty soon, I think. Tuesday morning here. Oh. Well, hello from the past. I'm not quite ready. Ooh, that's the named. Not quite ready for Tuesday just yet. All right, you big boy. Spend some time with me and I can extend your Monday. Haha. Extend. Like anybody I've ever been with, I'll tell you. I hope you're ready for disappointment. I continue to be a patron of your Twitch stream. Of course. Of course. What do we get? Let's see here. $35.18. An interesting damage delay ratio though. 35-18. Get him, pets. Get him. Get him. Is it worth? No, 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 no. Absolutely not factious. Honestly, because most of the gear for like the Defiant stuff, no, 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 no. You can farm that stuff at like current levels at this point. If you go to like some of the Serpent Spine zones, you'll see the Defiant gear just drop like candy. Do not spend a whole bunch of money on Defiant gear. People like put that stuff up for ridiculous prices on purpose, hoping that people are going to be desperate enough to buy it. Just don't do it. Like if you go to Serpent Spine zones, I'm telling you, it's 73. You could probably go to like Direwind. Direwind would be pretty good because a lot of the enemies there are like 71, 72. Yeah, like Ding says, people just give that stuff away. Yeah, really do yourself a favor. Don't spend any money on that. I do it occasionally because I'm fucking impatient, and I've got usually a plethora of an overabundance of platinum to spend. Only about a couple thousand plat worth, but we'll go to Direwind and farm. Yeah, he's on Effie. Ooh, you gonna get the free stuff? Factious, what kind of weapons are you using, buddy? I feel like I've asked this before, but if you're not using good weapons, I'm gonna hook you up. Because weapons will make a big difference. So, Elegant Defiant, oh my god, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Any chance you have any Crag Beast blood available for sale? Been farming it for 3 days, only have once. Oh, sorry, Rev. I definitely don't. When I get back home tomorrow, I'll look at my bank. Yeah, Factious, if you can hook us up with your in-game name, I'm gonna send some stuff your way too. Because Defiant weapons are garbage. There's way too, like I said, there's an overabundance of stuff available here. Someone's selling them in Bazaar, 1 million platinum per. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, Rev. I definitely don't have any pieces available. Any of that. Actually, I got some really good weapons to drop for me. Just so you have an SK, right? What level is your SK again? 74? 73. Damn. I was gonna say the 75 weapons I have are pretty intense here. I'm gonna log over real quick and see what is on my rogue. I'm pretty sure I've got some level 70 stuff that you can use. Let's see here. Druid. I'm gonna hop over to my druid real quick and see what we have. I'm pretty sure I have some stuff available on these guys right now, actually, here. Let me see here. There's my paladin, SK. Oh, here. I got a 65 SK right here, dude. I'm gonna send some stuff over to you. I know I'm not gonna use this guy anytime soon. What's up, Point Break? How you doing, man? I'm just gonna, like, completely naked, make this guy naked and hook you up with some stuff. His Defiant gear is garbage, dude. Oh, you're in luck, man. Kind of loud on this. Hey, what's up, Beard? Where are you at, Factious? I got some stuff here for you right now. I got a 4728 weapon. Hanging out at Walmart grocery pickup and watching. Well, hello from the Walmart parking lot. Ooh, excuse me. Dude, I even got like a clicky belt on this guy. I decked this guy out. Your SK is about to be pimped. Oh, there you are. Hello. The best animation in the game right here, I tell ya. And the sound. Sounds like he's gargling. Okay, here. I got some stuff for you. So some of these are going to have clickies on them. Let's see here. Da-da-da. You're an SK2 as well, I think, so all this should be 100% tradable. Ooh, we got some good Fabled gear on this guy. Bada bing, bada boom. Here, let me see if there's something else here. We got Fabled Stormwatcher Horn. Oh, here you go. And this is it's a haste clicky belt, this lizard scale plated girdle. If you don't need it, you can always sell for some good money. But it's like a enchanter haste, but you can cast it at any time for yourself. Here, do you need some bags too? SKs are so freaking good. They are. Here's some fancy bag too. Let me... Boom. 2 40 slot bags for you. Okay. That's one naked SK. It's a butt naked SK for you. That gear right there, you should be good. You should be good for now. It's 65, but a lot of it's so good. You're welcome. If this is the treatment I'm leaving Mischief for has. I mean, I was planning on trying to get rid of this character soon anyways, and I'd rather, like, switch the gear over to somebody that can use it. So, there you have it. Now I can just empty out the rest of the gear on the guy, and we're good to go. But that gear, in general, should, like... Ooh, are we getting lag here? Transfer token over to FE. FE is a fucking great place. But hey, that way I was able to get rid of the gear. It goes to someone who can use it. But you should be much better off right now, Factious. I hope it helps you. I forgot I had that much stuff just chilling on that guy anyways, so... I think it definitely will. Cool. I don't have all the X packs, so I made Mischief the place for me. Well, the good news, Point Break, you really don't need the expansions for FE to be fun still. I mean, with Lorian's song dropping pretty soon, everything is going to be free to play all the way up to, what, Terra of Lucklin now? Because it's always 3 expansions back. Just saying. But now, you should be so well off, Factious, that if you do get some Defiant gear to drop, you can use that on other characters. It is 27.30 what is free to play. Yeah, so everything up to Terra of Lucklin will be. You only need to buy the latest expansion to get them all, or did that change? Nope, that's exactly it. So like now they're no longer selling Night of Shadows. Only Lorian's song. Which is a shame because a couple of the mounts I think look really cool from Night of Shadows. But now you're only going to be getting the Phoenix, the Phoenix Cloak and the Polar Bear. Yep, if you buy Ellis, you get the others for free. Yep. So now it's going to be the tradable Polar Bear saddle, Phoenix harness. They still haven't added this illusion to the game yet. But here we come, December 5th. Back to music, have a good one. Alright, take it easy, Point Break. Thanks for stopping by, then. Seven days, boy. Master illusion, oh. Anytime I see someone selling an illusion, especially if they like word it weirdly, I have to like stop and look at it. Be like, ooh, what's the illusion? Do I have it? Do I need to buy it? Hmm. Oh, and that's a big ass name there. Insta-clicky Bard Illusions. Amulet of Necropotence. Water element illusion is... Where is it? Where is it? Witherin Prowler Mask. Another one. So AON, Witherin Prowler Mask. are the two that I know off the top of my head that are insta-cast. Merc's so good, taking 4 at a time. On Lorian's song, I got to get myself a pair of Lucklin and Claws of Ishan Paragons done for the EXP. Ooh, there you go. That'll be a hell of a good boost right there. It's a good idea. Once we hit 70 here in a minute, I'm going to call it quits for the night. Short little weekday streams here. Yeah, Factious, let me know how much better that helps out. I think with that gear in general, you should have pretty close to like 1,000 AC now. All just comes down to like a good shield. So far, about 5k HP and 300 AC added. Nice. So definitely a big upgrade. Good. That'll help a lot, especially if you're trying to do stuff with just 1 or 2 characters. That should hold you over until you get to 75, and you can get some Fabled gear. If you don't buy Fabled gear at 75, I'm pretty sure you can purchase the currency that you need to buy the Buried Sea gear. With shield, I'm at 1003 AC. Hell yeah. The Buried Sea gear at level 75 all has about 600 HP, give or take. So if you buy that for the visible slots, massive upgrade, dude. And we got Dang also helping you out. I'll definitely be on tomorrow, assuming I'm not like picking up my car and having to drive around like a crazy madman. I'll be oh, here, let me make this fucking idiot as main tank. I'll be here and I'll probably be streaming tomorrow as well. See if we can take our adventure to Gates of Discord next. Or Omens of War. $160k damage shield, we can wipe out Castle 2 and Field 2 in this zone. Oh yeah. Get him a couple levels like instantly. Hive is always good EXP. Hive is awesome. Like, as much as I gave it shit, it was a good place because most of like the Drachnins there and stuff don't summon. Yeah, definitely save your lesson. Factious, are you playing free-to-play or gold tier? Because if you're playing free-to-play, you're probably going to want to stop at one point and grind a whole bunch of AAs, because that's going to make a massive difference. Gold tier on SK, but free to play on Shaman and Bard. Gotcha. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of stop where you're at and AA grind for a little bit for the two homies, but to get your SK to 75. 5 then Fort Mac. Good old Fort Mac. Oh, 99.7. Come on, game. But yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea, Factious, to get like 600 or 700 AAs on the Bard and the Shaman. It's not as important as the SK being the tank. Boom, level 70. Let's go. Level 70 and like an extra 400 AAs. Fort Mech was the first place I ever got to witness SK Swarm power leveling. Get 110, then sub for a month and auto grant and go back to free to play. I mean, that's honestly the good idea. And in 7 days, guys, it's gonna go up to 115 for auto grant AAs. So here pretty soon, auto grant's gonna be up to 115, baby. 16k HP and 1065 AC, a big boost. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm happy. I'm glad we talked about that, and then I remembered that I had an SK. Because like I said, I'd rather just shed the gear off and put it on someone who can use it. Massive. You're like twice the tank now. Make sure you click that ring that I gave you, by the way. I gave you a ring of organic darkness. If you click that ring, it gives you an 8% overhaste that stacks on everything. And you don't have to keep the buff on. Whenever you activate it, it gives you an innate AA. So once you click the buff, just click the buff off because you permanently have at least 8% overhaste at all times. But that'll help a good chunk for damage too. With most like Paladin and SK weapons, since most of the time they're typically very slow, the more haste you have, the better. I mean, obviously for every class, but especially those two. And that Spirit Light Earring that I gave you is usable from level 1 with the 335 HP. So definitely keep track of that earring. So whenever you're done with it on that SK, either sell it for yourself to get yourself a couple million platinum or use it on an alt for sure. Very, very good earring. I didn't realize that was usable. Well, yeah, there's a couple of those items that I'll use on characters like all the way up to level 70. Like as you can see here, this is one that I'm using on this guy at level 70, just because it's better than any other gear that you can use. Spirit Light Earring, Assistant Researcher symbol from Gates of Discord, and typically like the Mace of the Ancients are items that I'll utilize up to at least 65. So like I said, definitely keep track of it, either to sell for yourself for a quick 2 million platinum, or to use on an alt. Oh shit. Here, while he's doing that, let's mem our level 70 spells. Songs, I should say. I keep calling them spells. Whoops. What is this? Attack speed and damage as long as they stay. Oh, we got a new aura. Let me see here. We already were using that one. Direct damage spells, direct damage. Okay, well, only the aura upgrade. We're good now. Got some pretty good DPS as a bard here. Like I said, tomorrow, whenever we come back and we continue this, we'll be in our 70s, which means we're going to get double attack soon. Any specific zones for grinding AA, or should I just focus on zones where I would level? I would just focus on zones where you would level, personally. Or if you go to the level 70 hot zone, which I don't know what it is right now. Does anybody know what the hot zone is for level 70 on FE? I want to say maybe it was the Hive, but I can't remember what the level 70 hot zone is. I mean, that would be a good spot. I think it's the Hive, at least that's where Teak sent me. Oh, yep, if that's the case, then the Hive. So the Hive is the level 70 hot zone, which means most of the enemies are going to be 67, 68, 69 in there, which would be really good for you. And there's even a good chunk of enemies there that don't summon, so it should be even easier to manage. Definitely be careful though, because depending on the way that you zone in, it can be kind of overwhelming breaking in. I'll help you level tomorrow. We can get you to 75-ish in 2 hours. Oh yeah, probably even less than that. Nice. Feel like a charity case now? Hell no. That's what EverQuest is, dude. We're either helping people or we're leveling with them. It'd be a charity case if you were walking around talking about, like, oh, does anybody have any gear to give me? If you were begging. Nah, not at all, man. Don't worry about it. There's so many people that come and go in here. We'll hook them up. As far as I'm concerned, if I can get someone to play EverQuest for an extra couple hours when they normally wouldn't, I'm happy. Got nothing to do until Lorien's song? Yeah, buddy. Lots of people just looking forward to having some EverQuest fun, man. Came into this channel and came back to EverQuest and lost a few months. You're welcome. Dude, it's crazy. The number of people that have, like, either messaged me or commented on any of the YouTube videos talking about how, like, wow, I had no idea this game was even still around. Because it's, like, hilarious. Like, the demographic difference between EverQuest and Twitch. Oh, hell yeah, Teletron. See me hit me up when you hit 75 if you want to grind up a bit. Hell yeah. What's nice about those missions is don't they scale from like 75 to 105 or something as well? So it's literally stuff you can do for 30 levels, give or take. Anyone here? Teletron, I'll probably hit you up on this guy then. I'd love to run it. I feel like my SK would be able to tank pretty easily now. Should I swap the Journeyman tank out for a DPS now? You'd probably be pretty well off that way now, Factious. You could probably do that just fine. If worst case scenario, you could always just switch back to a DPS or a tank instead. Because tanks deal still pretty good DPS. Damn, 15 minutes flies by. Losing our Symphony of Battle buff here. Yeah, Teletron, I'll probably hit you up. I'd love to do that. Healer. Oh, you're definitely going to start needing a healing mercenary. That's a good point. You're at the level range where even if you're using a tank mercenary, you're going to start needing a healer. He's 73, I think, medic. Have an apprentice healing merc, would that be a better as a journeyman? I think your apprentice would still be fine. Meant anyone here welcome to join. Gotcha, Tella. Journeyman is definitely the best, but for the paid class, I mean, that's rough. Since you only have one, but more expensive, it's definitely more expensive too. You're gonna have to start earning a whole lot more platinum to keep those up. Unless you're using Bale marks. Fucking love Bale marks. Wait a second, Factious, are you in my guild? If you go into the basic guild hall, there is a mage and a druid who will buff you if you hail them. Hey, have a good night, Elemental. Hope you get some good rest, buddy. Yeah, there is a mage and a druid in there. Pixel keeps his buff bots up in there. So if you hail them, they'll give you level appropriate buffs, which would help a lot at that level range. At 73, you can get up to level 110 buffs, I think, which from a druid means like a 600 damage shield, an extra like 50 mana regeneration, and HP regeneration, give or take. Hey, have a good night, Teletron. Thanks for stopping by. Seen them in there, but never knew what they were doing. Pixel got a buff bot. It works on hails. Yep. If you send a tell, it says. If you send a tell, it says like buff all. I think is what you say. If you say that, it'll give you all the buffs available for your like level range. The mage will give you like buff me all. There you go. Yeah. The mage will give you pet weapons and stuff like that as well, I think. So good for your SK. Mind blown, definitely. Yep. Yep. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Wasn't able to mute in time. Flash target, buff me all. Yep. The druid buffs alone, dude, will be massive for you with the extra HP and stuff like that. And the damage shield and the HP regeneration. At that level range, you'll be regenerating like 1,000 HP a tick. Now we just need to convince him to get his enchanter up in there as well. And we'll get you some extra mana regeneration. Stopping by